Love is patient, even when things don't go the way we planned them, even when Peter Pan comes. Love is kind. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. Alex and Laurel already possess so many of these qualities, but as we all know, relationships are not always easy. The good news is, both of you have these incredible families to lean on for support. All of these people here are rooting for you, supporting you, excited to celebrate with you guys in your union. For those of you who don't know, Alex and Laurel met the very first day at KU Law School. But it took Alex until the last semester of law school to ask Laurel out. They dated for about 8 months, and they were engaged for 2 years, and here we are today. As Alex said last night, this was not the plan. This was not plan A. This might not have even been plan B or plan C. The original wedding date was supposed to be in June. If you haven't noticed, it's not June. But here we are, and I cannot imagine all the planning and the replanning and the pivoting and the waiting and the patience that had to go into making this day a reality.
There's barely been a day where we don't speak to each other. We've been miles apart. We grew up together in Illinois. I moved back here. Before I know it, he's in Kansas. We've always been nearby, and him and his family have been so great to me, and he's the best thing in my life.
Laurel and I were connected at the hip, and I think that's really true. I've always felt blessed in my life to have the relationship that I do with Laurel, and it makes it a lot easier for me to hand her off to somebody that I know who's going to treasure her as much as I do. But Laurel has really been the light of my life ever since she was born, and I'm just really glad to see her happy.
Took us long enough.
Alex, will you have Laurel to be your wedded wife, to live together in the estate of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And Laurel, will you have Alex to be your wedded husband, to live together in the estate of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
You know, one of the most rewarding things that I can say is that I can't imagine in my mind anybody that I'd rather marry my daughter than Alex.
And now it is my honor to introduce to you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Alex Driscoll.
Joining us at their wedding reception, our guests of honor, the newlyweds, the bride and groom, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Alex and Laurel Driscoll. Is this a hobby? Is this is this a new career? What are you doing?
It is 2020. Everybody needs a side hustle.
So when Laurel showed up, I knew something was different. Like, it was a little weird at first, but I could tell that he was really serious about this very quickly. And I never second guessed it. Once he told me he was going to propose, it was immediate. There was no question. I was like, yeah.
I have been so pleased and happy over the last several years watching Alex and Laurel. Alex is that rarest of things, a truly good man. And he's good to Laurel. He cares about her, and I have no doubt in my mind